So, hopefully I got the stream right this time. Okay, there we go. So, I wanted to mix it up a little bit. I was getting kind of bored of CTF. I've got 103 wins now, and I've only played it for like 4 or 5 days. So I decided I'm gonna go play some lifeboat skyblock. I've played Java skyblock a lot, and I figured they would be pretty similar games. And also, because it's obvious that all the skyblocks are just capitalized off Hypixel's better skyblock. Because they see a money-making opportunity. Lifeboat is one of the scummiest Bedrock servers. I used to play their games because they were like the only option. Like Mineplex existed, but Lifeboat was still a little bit better. I even bought the prison pass for one of my old Xbox accounts, but the wow. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is I don't agree with Lifeboat's business practice. And to protest, I'm going to play their game. I'm going to get as far as I can in Skyblock. And this game is really pay to win. Basically, you know how Skyblock on Hypixel has minions? Well, you have to buy minions here with real money, basically. And since I first of all don't want to spend any money, because this is the scummiest server on the face of the earth. I also, there's a thing. I also want to actually do well, so I'm already on 200,000 coins, 222,000, and I've been playing on this server for probably a total of about 2 days. And basically, it's really easy. All you gotta do, you go to your island. This is my beautiful island, and you build a money farm or pumpkin farm. And you see the thing with the pumpkin farm is the pumpkins grow back so fast. The only reason they're not grown back is because I was offline, so they can't regrow. But they regrow so fast, you can basically farm pumpkins infinitely. The only limit is your axe. Also, they somehow managed to make connection speed so bad that if you have any level of efficiency, you literally get server lag. So I just enchanted mine with Unbreaking 3. You really need it. The amount of pumpkins you're going to be farming to make real money. So I like to try and fill up my entire inventory with pumpkins, and then I sell it all, and I make like 30, a little over 30,000 coins, like 33-ish thousand coins every time I fill up my inventory, which granted takes a while, but it's much faster than like mining. And my goal right now is to get to 600k coins so that I can buy the skeleton generator so I can start making real money. I'm not sure how good it is, but wait, I think I did some stuff in the I looked at the shop and I concluded that this was probably one of the better generators. Wait a minute. Wait, is that how much does the blaze generator cost? Actually, I might go for the creeper. Oh man. Oh damn. Yeah, I'm going for the creeper. Gunpowder sells for 6 each. I'll make a lot of money. Also, why is everybody always talking about iron golem spawners in the chat? I've been told that's what IGS stands for. I mean, I've seen people. I think that's a scam. I don't know. So, I mean, in this game, basically, you're going to want to start out making a little bit of money off mining, and then basically immediately start building a reasonably sizable pumpkin farm so that you can perpetually farm pumpkins. And then you're just going to want to buy diamonds so that you can make diamond tools. And then soon you'll be able to buy enchantments. And also, this game doesn't let you craft anvils, so the only way you can enchant things is through the enchantment table itself, but it also doesn't let you, it lets you enchant books. So what's the point? Like, you can't do anything with the enchanted books if this game's really poorly made, is what I'm trying to say. I'm actually not sure if that was like a bug, or maybe you need to be like a skyblock VIP in order to get anvils. I'm actually just, you know what, I'm too lazy to check right now. They're never gonna change anything about their game. They're too lazy. I don't, I don't understand the satisfaction of this game. It just seems so boring. I'm sure I'm gonna get lectured in the comments by one dude that's gonna be like, "Oh, this is how you get anvils. You can't craft them in a table. You bagoon. The game's tutorial told you that, even though it didn't, because it doesn't have one." So this game's really poorly made. Like, basically all you can do from what I understand is just farm pumpkins until you have enough money to start actually making money and experience. You get experience by selling a lot of stuff. And so I make like 40 to 50k experience from one pumpkin inventory harvest, which is not horrible because, I mean, basically all experience, from what I understand, can do for you is allow you to get leaderboard spots. And they're pretty easy to get on the like local server thing, because the server you're on is always changing, so you're almost always going to be ahead of somebody in XP if you've been playing the game for a little while. But when like the worldwide leaderboards, people have like 45 million XP at a minimum. That's ridiculous. Why would you play this game so much? It's not something that you'd want to play. So as I was saying, my headphones are very, very good. They're not meant for recording because they shut off whenever there's no sound. So I guess I'm just gonna turn on the Minecraft music. I have nothing better to do. Wait, no, not in there. Not in there. Welp. This game, I looked at this game and I was like, this is clearly just like a ripoff of Hypixel Skyblock to capitalize on its success. And Hypixel Skyblock isn't pay to win. There's like, you don't get any definitive advantages from having MVP++. You can do just as well if you don't have a rank. Of course, generally people that have enough dedicate a lot of time to those sorts of games also would be the same people that are willing to spend a lot of money on those sort of games. And I'd say the same applies here because most of the Bedrock community is played by children. That's a fact. Actually, I'm gonna pull up the chat on the side of my game. Just to see if anybody says anything. I don't know. It's a possibility. Alright, Alright, let's see what happens to OBS when I do this. 1 second. Oh, it does that to my screen. Well, I guess I'll just occasionally peek in on the chat. I don't want the stream to be like that. Also, I'm supposed to be on like my own personal island, but they're so lazy that they put you all on the same server and just give you like a block limit. They can't even give you your own server because they're such money. A lifeboat is. I'm gonna. Well, you know what? I'm gonna rant about lifeboat while I farm, because that seems like a good topic to have. Because I don't like lifeboat. I'm just playing skyblock to shake it up a little bit. I just wanna get the PE skyblock experience. Mostly because most skyblock players servers on PE, as I found, are complicated and not fun to play on. And lifeboat is a little less complicated, which I like, because, a lot of PE servers are unnecessarily complicated and you can buy ranks and stuff, and I'm like, I don't care. But lifeboat's pretty straightforward, which I generally like in such a simple Minecraft game concept. Also, why is none of the Minecraft music going through? Crank it up. Aw, oh, Jesus Christ, that is way too loud. I don't want to break my ears from farming pumpkins. And like, you see these lag spikes? These happen all the time when you have efficiency, because they're so lazy that they put you all on the same server, right? So what happens is you get like constant lag. And they have like the second most players on any Minecraft server compared to CubeCraft. So you'd think that they'd put a little more effort into their servers and games, because CubeCraft is a really well-made server, in my opinion. It's the peak of Minecraft Bedrock servers. Sure, they do take a little while to come out with their games, but at least their games are good. Another thing about Lifeboat is their servers are so hard to navigate. Like, you've got the minigame selector, and like they only have 5 minigames in them, so you have to walk up to the NPCs and click them until you get finally to the minigame you want. And then, like, you know how Hypixel, I think this is what Hypixel used to do. They had that horrible thing where you'd have to click on a sign whenever a game was open to get into a game. I'm not sure if that's exactly what they did on Hypixel, because I didn't play back then, but I saw videos of it. So whenever you want to get into a game, you have to wait until like one of the 10 available servers is open, and then you have to spam click on the sign. And like, VIPs get priority over this because they can just right click and select auto, like put me in as soon as the server's available, and then suddenly, guess what? They're in before you because the server automatically puts them in, and it's not fun. I don't get why you'd ever spend any money on the server unless you're a little child. And that's why I see people talking about like cringy children's Minecraft YouTubers in the chat. Oh God, everybody remember like Moosecraft or whatever the hell his name is? I don't like him. I don't like a lot of these Minecraft YouTubers because they're just content farms at this point. Like Minecraft daycare, you can't argue that when two people are debating about their favorite like Minecraft daycare episode on the server, that it's played by a slightly older audience. I mean, everybody that has VIP here, a surprising amount of people have VIP, and I think I know how Lifeboat manages to make it look like everybody has VIP, even though nobody has VIP. And they don't. What they do is they don't actually give you like they don't like put VIP before your name even if you don't have VIP, because then you could be like, hey, I don't have VIP. Why do they say I have VIP? And then everybody's gonna realize they're sketchy business practices. What they do is here's what I think. They give random people VIP for a little bit, because that happened to me once. I was on prison and then I just randomly got prison VIP. Which is weird, because prison VIP and like the prison pass to play the game at all are separate, which is pretty ridiculous in my opinion. But that's irrelevant. So I got VIP there once, and I was like, I was I was like 9. I was really excited, and then a few days later, I didn't have VIP anymore, and for a little while, I just thought it was a glitch. But looking back on it, I realized that they probably did that to create a sense of exclusivity where almost everybody has VIP. Why don't you have VIP yet? Go ask your mommy if she can buy you VIP. And as I said, you cannot argue that these people are adults or even past the age of 10 when they're talking about Moosecraft Minecraft daycare. And the thing is, these kids with VIP don't have to put in half the time that people who don't spend money do, because get this, it literally gives you free crap. You get free crap for spending money on the game. So this game is literally pay to win. You could go AFK for an hour, come back, and suddenly you're richer than your friend who's been farming pumpkins for 3 years just because you spent some money. Put a few mini-me helpers around the island, and you're rich. Wow. And the thing is, you can buy as many of these like minions as you want. So you can buy like, let's say 10 of them, have them going at all times, and you're gonna easily surpass my efficiency if you have like 10 wheat farming minions, or not minions, helpers, because they're not minions, they're helpers. So this is, I don't agree with Lifeboat's business practices, but I mean, I just want to play their game, just get a feel for the more simple versions of skyblock. Because Hypixel Skyblock got pretty boring for me recently. I'm thinking, so I'm going to talk a little bit about Hypixel Skyblock. Don't click away at my one viewer. Okay. But I personally, I don't. I think Hypixel has made a pretty good game when it comes to Hypixel Skyblock, but it just doesn't have quite enough to warrant the amount of time people spend on it, and that is true to an unmeasurable extent in Lifeboat Skywars. Skyblock. There is no content here. Either you spend money and then you flex to all your friends, or you spend 10 hours mining in pumpkins, only to get 1,000,000 coins, and then your friends say, haha, poor, I have 45,000 XP and spent $2,000 on minions. Sorry, helpers. I dropped a dirt, so I picked up that dirt. It's you have to pick up the dirt, or you die instantaneously. I should have just bought another dirt. I don't know. I thought it was going to be a good idea to jump off. I left the game immediately so that I didn't lose any of my experience, because I feel basically what this game does is it creates. I think they came across a gold mine by putting everybody in the same server. Not only because they could split the amount of money. There's so many reasons. Ooh, I'm on top of the leaderboard. Oh my god. They split the amount of money that, what was I saying? I confused myself now. So, putting you on the server, not only does it split the amount of money they have to spend because they're, being lazy and putting everybody on a single server when they could be putting you all on different servers, but they also allow people to flex on you. Somebody comes on, they're like, I have you just hit 1,000,000 experience. You've been grinding for 10 days straight. Well, my mom spent $10 so I could have Uber VIP for a month, and now or she spent like $20 for me to get minions. Helpers. Now I have 3 trillion XP, and you only have 1,000,000. Pathetic. And another thing that they did do by here's what I think, by putting people on the same server, they have the server leaderboards, and also incredible server design. They can't even fix simple stuff like this. Do you really think they're a competent server if they somehow mess up rail alignment on a log? As I was saying, do you so they put everybody on the same server so they can have this single server leaderboard. So whatever server you happen to log into, you get put on a leaderboard via how much XP you have. And once you get to the top, you're like, "Oh, I am doing great. I actually, I hit number 1 on the server leaderboard. What's so bad about hitting number 1 on the overall world leaderboard?" And then suddenly they'll be pressured into spending money to get an edge, spending possibly even more money to get an edge upon other players that are already on the leaderboards, so that they can feel self-validation that's non-existent because this game's a cringe fest. What I'm trying to say is I disagree with Lifeboat's business practices. Now let's get into skyblock. What row was I on? Let's just... I think I glitched out my farm now. Nothing's grown. Oh no. Let's just give the farm a minute to grow, and I'll continue ranting about Lifeboat. So, why did they think it was a good idea for you to not be able to craft anvils? Watch, I'll show you. So, search up, and now let's search up anything in the game. Wait, what the hell? They just deleted a whole bunch of blocks. There's more items than this in the game. And, so this is the recipe for an anvil. Go look it up if you don't believe me. No anvil. So since there's no purpose for me having these iron blocks, I think I'm just going to sell them. I mean, that's what you do in this game. Also, can I just need a second to point out how dumb this generator is, it's worthless. I mean, like, you know, in the I'm gonna have to stream Hypixel Skyblock because I personally just enjoy that game a lot more. I'm not very good at it, but I just enjoy it so much more. This game isn't that fun. I kind of want to be like an exclusively Bedrock guy because I just have a deeper connection and I feel like I'm better at Bedrock. But I mean, this Skyblock, I'm playing this not only to make a point, but just to get a taste for what it feels, especially on such a pay-to-win server. I've never spent a dime on Hypixel. I'm glad they don't pressure me into spending money for them. If Hypixel's business was threatened and they were saying we're a little tight on money right now and we might not be able to keep up our servers, could you please donate? And I'm sure half the population of America would donate to Hypixel, right? But I personally would also donate, even though I know so many other people would donate as well. And because I just love the server so much. I started playing on Hypixel because of Skyblock. I got Java Edition because of Skyblock. I'm gonna have to turn on a fan 1 second. You see, there we go. Skyblock was just such a... When I started playing it, it was just such a fun game. I've started to get a little bit more worn out of it recently. I've never really been too big into the whole zealot farming thing. But, I mean, you know, now that I've worn out about it, I can stop obsessing over how much money my minions are making, and I can take a break, and then I'll come back a few days, and I'll feel even more rewarded because my minions will have made me a few $1 million. Like I've got my, and you know, you don't have to pay a single dime to do well in Hypixel Skyblock. Sure, there are some like quality of life things like quick crafting, but they're so small that as I said, you don't feel pressured to buying these things. Of course, there's co-op. You can have more co-op members or people that can play on your island if you have a rank. But I personally don't care, mostly because co-ops are just useless. What you should do is make a Skyblock a guild, because in a guild you all have separate islands and you can all share money, but you know, you don't have to give a huge amount of trust to people. You don't have to trust a whole bunch of people with hours and hours of gear that took you a plethora of time to grind. And you know, and also, oh, here's the hole that I dug out earlier. Also, there's just no reason to make a co-op when you could just play separately and just trade and visit with each other. Like I have a few friends that started playing Skyblock a little while ago, and I gave them a little head start. I gave them a little boost without inviting them in my co-op because I just went to their island and gave them some stuff. And also, with a co-op member, you can't... Oh, wait, what am I doing? You can't... I'm going to take a break here for a second. I had a full inventory, I'm dumb. With a co-op member, you can't give gifts to them, but I can get my friend and I can be like, hey, let's go to your island. I'm gonna give you a couple of gifts, and it rewards both players. And you know, you can still know each other and visit each other intentionally without being on a co-op. And then it's just there's so many reasons not to be on a co-op. I'm in a co-op in Skyblock right now, but my friend's been inactive for a little while, so I think I'm gonna have to kick him from my co-op. I'll gather some of the essential stuff. Anyways, this turned into a rant about Hypixel Skyblock, evolving from Lifeboat. What I'm trying to say is I disagree with Lifeboat's business practices. I think it's kind of depressing that they make kids pay to win. It's kind of like the Fortnite skin pandemic when everybody would flex how they bought skins to you, and you as a certified not troglodyte would immediately go, I'm not your friend anymore, because you feel like it's necessary to flex Fortnite clothing to me. Also, I'm almost at 400,000 XP. Wow. I will never be beaten. But seriously, like farming pumpkins, I'm not sure if there's another strategy, a better strategy that I can do right now before I start getting spawners. But please tell me if there's a better strategy. Because I'm making a lot of money, but it's just such a boring task, and I don't want to dedicate as much time to it as I am. Like 250k took me a few days of grinding to get, and you know I spent a surprising amount of money getting experience bottles to enchant my axe with unbreaking. I don't think it's worth it. Just get 3 diamonds and go mining. Enchanting should not be done until you're in the late game and you make like a bajillion dollars a day and it doesn't matter anymore. And Lifeboat has always been like this. They have, so when you're in a lobby, when, in any of their other mini games, you can select any kit. But when you have VIP, you have access to more kits. And thus further, you have to do parkour to get to the kits, but when you have VIP, you can fly. And, when, you know, it's just a blatant advantage, because if you struggle to do the parkour, you will subliminally be forced to, or you might not even realize this is what they're intending, but they're trying to get you to buy the VIP. It's just, I don't like their business practices. This is the fastest. Incredible. I'm not sure. I'm gonna do another inventory of pumpkin farming, and then I think I'm gonna end the stream. Is sugarcane is actually I'm actually curious. Is sugarcane a better farm? You could theoretically slap more sugarcane into a smaller area, and sugarcane grows up higher. Huh. Now, out of curiosity, how much does sugarcane sell for? This might be a better farming method, actually. I'll check in un segundo once I finish this row. Open shop, sugarcane, sugarcane, sugarcane. Oh, so it's not even a comparison. Alright, so pumpkins are still probably better. But now I'm curious, because sugarcane could be broken much easier too, and you'd get a whole bunch more from just breaking it. Huh. Now I'm curious. I'm gonna have to make a sugarcane farm sometime. I'll probably start like the next stream and I'll already have a creeper farm or something. I don't know. This game is so tedious. I just need a break from Hypixel Skyblock, because I'm just not interested in the grind anymore. Why can't I just be like every other famous YouTuber and A, be given money, or B, be given a whole bunch of starter money, starting out by placing a whole bunch of money-making minions and logging in like once a week and taking off the money from those minions. And also, for like Hypixel YouTubers, there's like no, I know there's a problem with the forums accusing them of having certain advantages because, you know, YouTubers get given money. But like, there's no terms of service in Hypixel that's like you can't give special treatment to creators. Like, you know, you're allowed to give money to YouTubers. It's not going to, it's not against any rules, and it might make you feel bad, but who cares? The YouTuber's allowed to do whatever they want. Also, either make your own YouTube channel and become famous, and then you'll be rolling on money, or B, stop whining about it and play the game like you're supposed to. Also, I feel like the Skyblock economy is starting to hit peak on Hypixel, because I mean there haven't been any real major updates in a long time, and you know, the economy basically, once you get superior and you've maxed out all the slayers and you have a whole bunch of money making minions, you're done. You know, I might do a Hypixel stream where I try and get superior armor. Oh wow, my Unbreaking X might actually break before I finish the harvest. I'll just sell all the pumpkins I have. Hope I can get close to like at least 275k coins. That would be okay. Wouldn't be perfect. But to be fair, this Unbreaking Axe has lasted me several harvests. I don't know. So harvests. I'm dumb. Harvests, and that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, generally my normal diamond axe breaks halfway through a pumpkin thing, and I have to buy another one. But I don't think the enchantments are worth it because they cost so much to enchant. And also, there's no way to repair them once they're sustaining damage, because you can't craft 2 items together to make bigger items, and you can't get anvils. I'm actually just gonna ask in the chat, how do you get anvils? How do you get anvils? Nobody? I'll get one. I don't care. I don't think there's a way, but I'm just curious. They're just ignoring me because I don't have a VIP name. This is toxic. VIP is so hard to read too because they've got that cancerous text color. It's like a downgrade when you get VIP. I'm gonna someday in the future, I'm gonna get 30, like 10K subs. I'm gonna go to CubeCraft and I'm gonna be like, yo, give me that YouTube rank. I make videos basically exclusively about Bedrock Minecraft servers, especially yours, and they're just gonna be like, no, because you roasted Lifeboat a long time ago. And CubeCraft's business practices are not near half as sketchy as Lifeboat. CubeCraft, there's no pay to win on CubeCraft. Sure, yeah, you could buy some cage for some reason, but there's no huge win from buying any VIP mode. And you unlock Chaos Skywars mode, and that's like the only exclusive minigame you unlock. But I mean, first of all, I can't claim that it's I don't really like it. I don't feel like it's something that you need to have in order for CubeCraft to be worth playing on at all. I don't even feel like it's that great of a game. But also, I mean, there has to be some incentive. If they're just handing out cages, then nobody's going to buy VIP. Actually, I think I might still do pretty good on money even if this axe breaks. Wow. I didn't realize how much Unbreaking 3 really does for a diamond axe. It's barely losing any durability at any given time. Remember back when, I'm not sure if anybody knows this, but I'm pretty sure Mojang did an error a long time ago, where if you typed /enchant Unbreaking, it wouldn't work, because for some reason, they, put it under the durability enchant. I'm pretty sure that's an error, but, like, because a few updates later, they changed it to Unbreaking. But I thought it was pretty dumb because it took me a few days to figure it out. So I was like, why can't I enchant my tools with Unbreaking? It turns out because they just did an oopsie and called it something else. And when you type /enchant durability, it would still give you Unbreaking. So it was the same enchantment. They just did an oopsie. So, Superior, I remember back in the day when every 15 million Midas video under the sun was getting like easy 100K views up to like millions of views. It was ridiculous. I don't know why the YouTube algorithm loved the word Midas sword so much. They're the words. But suddenly, everybody's getting a 15 million Midas sword. And it's like, but it's just the same video. They just take out expensive thing that their viewers basically gave them by giving them money. And no hate to YouTubers. I mean, I get it. It's fun to get money from... It's fun to get money from viewers. And nothing but respect to them, because... to be honest, you know, if I had that power, I would use it because it would just be fun, and you can still make fun content even if you're being given some money. Even if you have a little bit of a head start, that doesn't mean everybody has to hate you. But I'm about to end the stream here for now, at least. I might come back again later and continue the stream. Welp. And how much am I gonna make? How much am I gonna make? How much am I gonna make? 287.01k. Perfection. I'm only a little under halfway, or wait, no. I'm like a third of the way to getting the creeper spawner, which costs 750k, I believe. Actually, let me check real quick. 750k, right? Creeper spawner, 750k, right? Okay, and that should make me a lot of money. And then once I get a creeper spawner, I think I'll start making real money, because then I can AFK this game a little bit. So, anyways, I might continue the stream later, but I'm gonna take a little break. I might also do, now that I've mentioned it, I might do a Hypixel skyblock stream, possibly today or tomorrow, because it's just such a great game that, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like I'm slightly above the average player's progress in the game, because I've just been playing it for so long. I'm not very good at it. I don't understand a lot of the meta and stuff, and I don't really try too hard to follow along with all these crazy money-making tutorials that take a few weeks of time to get set up for. But I feel like I'm above the average skyblock player. Also, my friend came on like a month ago. I've been playing Hypixel Skyblock for, I think, 7 months, maybe a little more, 6 or 7 months. I don't know. And he immediately watched an auction flipping tutorial, which I don't like doing because it's just so toxic. Like stealing. It's stealing somebody else's, like, underbidding on a sword that a seller spent a lot of time grinding for. Like, I hate it when people when I see people auction flip like 50 mil Midas swords, because it's just such a scummy thing to do, and it's you can't. The problem is you can't really, like, put the label of scam on top of auction flipping, because it's not a scam. The other person that put up the bid just got unlucky, and so you abuse that. You abuse that the person was maybe a little ignorant, maybe you got a little unlucky, and suddenly now you're super rich. So my friend is only a little bit behind me, and he's behind me only a little bit in almost every way except Wolf Slayer. That sounds weird. I've been doing Spider Slayer, and I only just got started on Wolf Slayer. And Zombie Slayer, what's the point of doing Zombie Slayer? It's such an inconsequential Slayer. Like Tarantula armor, that's great. And Mastiff armor, that's like next level stuff. But you know, Tarantula, I hear tier 3 makes good money when you can do them efficiently. and you have good like magic find and stuff. So I'm gonna try and start to get to the point where I can do tier 3s effectively. And I'm also gonna, I'm probably gonna, I can do tier 3 spiders right now, but it takes like a minute. Anyways, you know what, I've been ranting for too long. I'm gonna end the stream. Goodbye, gamers. Or gamer, for the, as it says, one person watching my stream. Thanks for watching me farm pumpkins for